Hey everybody, so for a long time I've been debating if I wanted to make this video a little different than our challenges, a little bit different than our vlogs. Actually getting surgery done in 2 days. I decided to document it and to share my journey, and especially I want to look back and see footage of this. I'm getting laparoscopic, I think that's what it's called, surgery. It's basically 2 to 3 tiny incisions in your abdomen, and I'm getting it for a cyst that's on my ovary. I've had it since I was pregnant with my daughter. She's 13 months now. Ultrasounds during my pregnancy, it actually got bigger and it wasn't going away. She said that I might have to get surgery after I have the baby, because if it gets too big, it can either rupture or it can twist your fallopian tube and basically cut off blood supply to your ovary, which will basically kill it. Like, okay, if I have to get surgery, then I gotta get surgery. I gotta do what I gotta do. I had Ava. I went back, I believe 3 to 4 months after I had her. She looked at the scans and it was still there. And I guess when I was pregnant, it was about like 4 to 5 centimeters. And then it grew to be about 7 to 8 centimeters. I wasn't in pain. That's the weird thing, is she like constantly asked me, like, are you in pain? Are you having heavy bleeding or anything like that? And I was like, no. I was like, if I never had an ultrasound done, I would have never known. She was like, okay, well, I'm recommending that you get it taken out. And then she told me about the procedure. And the thing that freaked me out was that she had said that I might have to get my left fallopian tube and ovary removed. That everything on that side, I might have to get removed. And I was like, what? And my heart just like dropped. And like being a woman and hearing that is like devastating, because you're like, no, I need those parts, Yeah, I have 2 kids, but like in the future, we do want another one. But okay, well, what is the chance? Is it like 50-50, or like what is the chance? And she's like, oh, it's like 85 to 90% chance that you're gonna have to get it removed. And I'm like, oh my God. And I seriously like wanted to cry. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna have to think about this. We do want kids. And I was like, if I get that taken out, what is that gonna do for me? And she was like, oh, well, you'll still have your other ovary. You'll still be able to get pregnant. And I'm like, yeah, but what if I get a cyst on that ovary? Then what? I'm left with nothing. She wasn't like compassionate, like, like, oh, I'm sorry you're going through this, and we'll try our best, or like comforting at all. She was just like, oh, so you're gonna have to get surgery, you're probably gonna have to get everything taken out on your left side, and so when do you want to schedule it? And it's like, what the hell, like, no. So I held off all the way until the beginning of December. I seen another doctor. She recommended birth control. She said it could help, it could not. If I want to give it a try, I can. You know what, why not? Let me try it. Let's just see. Oh, in December, I made an appointment. I was like, let me get this updated. Let me, maybe it went down or something. This time I seen a guy doctor, because where I go, it's like, I think it's like 5 different providers. He read the scans, and then he basically said the cyst is still there, same size. And he said that another cyst on my other ovary, which was 2 centimeters. And he said I had fluid in my pelvic area. He was like, it looks like the cyst, the little one on your right ovary, had burst or popped or something, and then the fluid leaked out. And then he was like, you have a pull up in your uterus, so it's like in your uterus lining there's like a little bubble or something, I don't know. He said it looks like you have endometriosis, which I didn't know what the hell that was. And he was like, you could have polycystic ovaries, be like a lot of cyst on one ovary, or you just like get cyst a lot. I was like, okay, well, can you tell me something I don't have? Like, what the hell is going on with me? Just basically said that I'm gonna need 2 surgeries. One to remove the 2 cysts, another to remove the polyp in my uterus. So if this looks a little different, I was actually at a doctor's appointment, so I had to stop filming and re-pick it up. So he was like, yeah, so I'll make you an appointment with my partner because I no longer do surgeries. Went back in and it was the same lady from last time. So I'm like, oh my God, like this isn't gonna work out. She basically, you know, said like your cyst is still there. Let's just get it removed. It's the best thing for you, for your health. And I brought up everything that he said and she was like, well, for one, she was like, it doesn't look like you have endometriosis. She was like, you don't have none of the signs. Like, but when you do the surgery, we can get in there and we can check. And if there is endometriosis, which basically, I looked it up. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically tissue. It's basically tissue that grows in different areas. So like it can grow outside of your uterus, in your uterus, on your ovaries. It can just grow anywhere and it can mess up things. It can make you infertile and just a lot of issues. And the polyp in your uterus was like the time they took that ultrasound, it was right before you were going to get your period. So she was like, basically your uterus lining was thick. So she was like, it can like make it look like if you have a polyp. She was like, but it goes away after your period. She was like, so you can come back, we can do another ultrasound before your surgery, confirm that it's gone, you know, so you don't have to worry about that. Oh, so she had said that it was like an 80 to 90% chance that I was gonna have to remove my ovary and, you know, fallopian tube and stuff. So like, oh, I'm sorry, I think it was miscommunication. I meant that it was like an 85 to 90% chance that you'll keep your ovary and keep your fallopian tube and I won't have to take it out or anything. She was like, I think there was a miscommunication with that. So that was all in early December. So then at the end of December, they called me, they set me up for February 15th for my surgery in the morning. And then she was like, you're gonna have to go to your pre-op appointment and then get your blood work done, all that stuff. So I'm like, okay. I was like, well, I'll go ahead and get another ultrasound at my pre-op appointment to make sure the polyp is gone, because I'm not trying to get surgery for one thing and then it didn't even go away and have to get a whole nother surgery. Like, I don't have time for that. They did the ultrasound. The polyp is gone. The cyst that was on my right ovary is gone. Everything's cleared out. She said the cyst that's on my left ovary, the bigger one, she said that it looks like it's about 8 to 10 centimeters. She was like, if I can't get the cyst without affecting the ovary, like she was like, because there might be a lot of bleeding, she was like, then I might have to take it out. But she was like, I'm telling you, there's a good chance that I can save the ovary and I'm gonna try my best. So I was like, okay. So yeah, so she just gave me some instructions. You know, I can't eat or drink anything after midnight. My appointment is at noon, but I have to be there 2 hours earlier, I guess. And then now I'm at the hospital to do my blood work. So I got to get that done. I'm not too sure what they need that for. I'm not too sure. Maybe like to find out my blood type and everything. I don't know. So, yep. So I got Ahnalimommy here today with me, keeping me company. We're going to get my blood work done. Got my Starbucks. Yep. I had told her earlier that I was getting blood work, and she was like, gross. Huh?
Yeah.
So I just got out, got my blood drawn, got my bands, and they said that I had to keep my bands on for all the way until my surgery, which is in 2 days. So I got to keep it on for Valentine's Day. It's gonna look real cute. So today's February 15th and it's the day of the surgery.
Love you, love. I know. See you soon.